Hi everyone, I just wanted to connect with you this way because I missed last night's class due to the storms that we've been having here. It's stormy again outside, thunderstorms like crazy. So hopefully this lasts long enough to get this off to you all. So essentially I was the moderator for the Facebook page for our program, and I thought I'd just go through it briefly with you and kind of hopefully answer some of the questions in the course material. I know that many of you have been following as I've been posting, so hopefully this makes sense. I've got my screen on, so hopefully you can see that, and me in the corner chatting with you. So essentially, I don't feel like I've done enough on this site right now just because of time. I think I said in an email earlier in the week that it's been really hard to be on social media for me this week, so I do apologize for that, but I feel that some of the posts that I put out were kind of fun. I approached it from the perspective that Facebook is a social media site and kind of tried to keep it light and informative at the same time. The cover photo and the, I guess, Facebook photo of the person, I changed those about a week and a half ago, I guess. I chose this graphic here because I felt that it really kind of personified everything that we're doing in this class in terms of learning. Obviously, we are in an online program. The concept of global learning being at our fingertips. The light bulb for me represented kind of the foundational pieces, the ideas that have stemmed all of the learning theories to this point. And then the photo I chose of Hypatia, I just wanted to change it up a little bit. No particular reason, I just thought it was a really cool photo. I didn't feel that having a person photo per se was what needed to be there. I know that we had talked about what Hypatia meant in terms of her history and who she is in history at the beginning of the course, so I thought that was kind of cool to find just an alternate example of her. As I scroll down, which I went a bit too far, so I found this, I think this was tweeted as well, in terms of the cult of pedagogy and relationship building. I thought it was kind of neat. There's many teachers in our course that I thought this might reflect what would work for you. I know for myself, I found it interesting for my options in terms of my experience with teaching, and hopefully I get more teaching experience. So that's why I kind of found that article interesting. Some of the quotes that Dr. Tim Buell had provided to us, I posted those here, so that was helpful to provide. And then there's my quote for the photo source for that one. I found this one day. I was doing a bit of research for my articles and stuff, and I came across this when I was just researching a tagline, and this is actually a person's blog, but it was specifically on the learning principles related to kind of the more native culture within Canada, and examining just a very different perspective on learning, and I thought it was very interesting, and I didn't know if anybody else would find that interesting, so I thought I'd put it up there. Again, the picture for that. Maria has graciously provided us some graphics and some comparisons throughout the program as well, which I find very helpful and very informative and very informational for us. So those are great, and posted those here. Again, Nadine posted some information, so I shared that through this here. And then this article here was after we had had our conversation with the city of Oshawa in terms of the teaching classroom. I don't know why. I think it was more kind of the experience of being in the classroom with Dan and I think it's Julie that were there that day. I don't know if anybody's had the experience of working within the Durham College Global Classroom, but I have, and I think, I don't know if this is something we can look at in the future, but it is a very, very unique way of experiencing the people that you're in a class with. So it's one thing when we're on Adobe Connect, we're seeing each other in this photo, much like here on the computer, but I found being in this global classroom, the way that it's set up, the way that the cameras are, one of the participants she was in Kitchener at the time, she actually said, she's like, I feel like I'm making eye contact with you, because it was so direct in terms of how we were, I guess, videotaped at the time. And so I think it's a really, really neat concept to look forward to additional ways of learning and still feeling like you're connected, even though you're thousands of miles apart. And I think the college has done a fantastic job. I'm just learning about it all myself right now. So it's just astounding to me how much technology offers us in terms of our learning, in terms of how we communicate with each other. Obviously, technology, as we've experienced the last couple of weeks, can be very challenging because it's electronic, it's, picky, finicky, whatever, and has limitations that way. But at the same time, I think it can offer so much for us as we move forward and grow. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that, sorry. So there's some links there. Shannon actually commented on that as well. And I think it's kind of cool that, again, just a point of interaction for us. And then again, like I said, it's a social media site. It's meant to be fun. There's some kind of fun things I wanted to post. There's this one here, which is he's not a smartphone. I thought that was cute. And I just wanted to kind of get us started in terms of, interacting and getting some information out there. There's some quotes I posted. And then the initial photos that Tim had posted originally. So, like I said, I don't feel like I did too much contribution to this. I think I know that there's more out there and more that I can be adding on to here as we go. But at this point, I feel, in terms of what Facebook is, in terms of how Facebook can be used, I think there's some great things out there to have included on here, and you guys helped me with that. In terms of the thought between how I posted it and what I did there, like I said, it was just kind of each week as we went through classes, identifying things that I felt related to our topics. And then I think each piece that I've touched on here as well also connects with our content and the theories that we've learned, and identifying a direct connection between what's happening currently in our educational world, as well as what we're learning from a theoretical standpoint and a historical standpoint. So I hope I captured all of that. I hope that this matched up with what you guys did last night. Again, I apologize for not being there and being able to see what you guys all did. I hope that nobody has any more storms or more power outages. And you guys enjoy the long weekend ahead, and just maybe message me through the stephanie@principlesoflearning.ca email, and then I can get back to you if you have any questions. And again, anything to contribute onto here is great as well. Talk to you later.